Yo, what is good, gang? I know, man, long time no see. Today I want to talk a little bit about DanDaDan, because if you've been following me on TikTok or Instagram, you might have noticed I've really been inspired by DanDaDan lately. In this video, I just want to explore the reasons behind why I'm being drawn to this series. I haven't read the manga at all, but when I was watching the anime, I realized hold on, this art style is genius. DanDaDan is of course the anime adaptation of Yakinobu Tatsu's manga, DanDaDan. It's being brought to life by the animation studio Science Sato, and today the animated series is basically known for its very specific animation style. It smoothly blends vibrant visuals with fluid motion, which, in my opinion, really helps driving home the whole genre blending narrative the story has. I would say the three main genres of this show is comedy, supernatural, and horror. When you first start watching this anime, you quickly realize how much focus they are giving the dynamic poses and exaggerated facial expressions of their characters. I think they're doing this to stay faithful to the original manga. Whenever you're doing an anime adaptation, it's very easy to forget or kind of strive away from the original manga piece. But in this case, they are actually amplifying the whole essence of the manga, in my opinion. This approach also enhances the storytelling by clearly conveying the characters' emotions. And it's crazy how you can see the signature of Science Sato's animation style through this anime, both with the flat colors paired with the extremely smooth animation. This animation style couldn't be any more perfect for a show like DanDaDan, where the smoothness of motion really brings the action scenes to life. Also adds some sort of intensity to all the scenes, helps to draw you in and creates this excitement that I assume the original manga has. But to be honest, I would actually say the anime adopts this playful and colorful animation style more than the manga, from what I can see at least. It emphasizes these comedic moments through exaggerating facial expressions and movements. I think that's actually very much needed to create this vibrant and engaging viewing experience. And I think the animators or the creators, whoever are responsible for this, have placed heightened attention to small things. I think they're doing this by lingering on characters for a certain amount of time and showing their faces and incorporating their everyday life, you could say. I think this is also some sort of storytelling where you are depicting the subtle interactions and emotions of your characters without only relying on dialogue. To sum this whole first part up, you could say that DanDaDan kind of showcases this innovative animation style, where you have main focus but you're still balancing the dynamic action and also the expressive character moments. And combined with the previously mentioned vibrant visuals and fluid motion with the attention to the subtle interactions, you end up creating this very engaging and captivating viewing experience, which DanDaDan has. But when comparing the anime and the manga, there are actually some key differences. For example, we can talk about the line art and detailing. DanDaDan manga is known for its highly detailed line work, especially when it comes to the action scenes and displaying the supernatural elements. I think the author uses cross-hatching a lot, which helps giving this sense of depth and intensity. The animation studio Science Sato, they lean more towards the cleaner, fluid line work rather than relying on cross-hatching and dense shading. Here they actually use their flat colors and smooth gradients to create depth. The manga, on the other hand, when it comes to creating motion, uses dynamic paneling and exaggerated motion lines, all to help create a sense of speed and impact of the fight scenes. And you can clearly notice when looking at the manga that each page is compositioned to make the action scenes feel more explosive. As I said before, when creating an anime, it's very hard to grasp the original essence of the manga, the original artwork. But the animation studio Science Sato actually compensates for not being able to manipulate the paneling to create this feeling of explosive action by animating in a style that reminds of a rubber hose-like movement. It really helps making the scenes feel a lot more bouncy and elastic and less rigid, which, no offense, a manga sometimes can feel like. And the manga, when it comes to contrasting, is of course black and white, so there's not too much to say about it. It uses heavy contrasts, which is very effective, especially when it comes to the horror moments. For some reason, the anime decided to go another route and went with a more vibrant and colorful palette. Somehow they still succeed in maintaining the creepy and dark atmosphere of the horror and supernatural moments. The neon-like highlights and the brighter overall tones really help creating this playful and lively atmosphere, at least compared to the manga's darker and grittier tone. Also, when we compare the facial expressions between the manga and the anime, It's actually very clear to see that the manga, they focus a lot on the exaggeration of the facial expressions, and they draw extreme focus on the detail of each emotion, for example, shock or fear or excitement. And the anime amps up the expressiveness by making use of squash and stretch animation. I think they decided to do that to push the comedic moments even further, giving it a more, I hate to say this, but cartoonish and bouncy feel. But yeah, man, DanDaDan, whether you are reading the manga or watching the anime, is a fantastic experience. But to sum it all up, I think the key differences between the manga and the anime is the anime makes use of the more smoother, vibrant and fluid animation style, whereas the manga has more focus on the sharpness and details of the artwork to make it more intense, you could say. But nonetheless, I would still say the anime adaptation of DanDaDan is a fantastic watch. The animated series of DanDaDan stays true to the spirit of the original manga. But yeah, man, I hope you enjoy this kind of different sort of video to the channel. It's more like a breakdown video, you could say, of the specific art style. I also felt like doing something new, showing some of my art as well while still talking about the anime or manga. I just thought maybe let's have the focus being just the art style itself, you know. I don't get to do that very often, so yeah, this is a nice change of pace. As you can see in this video, I've really been drawing DanDaDan a lot lately. But yeah, man, I hope you beautiful people out there enjoyed this video. My next video is probably gonna be about the DanDaDan art piece I'm working on, that I will be releasing on my website dustymike.com, so stay tuned. To be fair, when I upload this, my artwork is probably done. Like, my upload schedule is pretty much messed up. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say for now, man. As always, remember to take care out there. It's a crazy world, and remember to stay beautiful. Much love. Peace.